Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Mpower interview. And today we're talking with Sam Francis, founder of Soul Holistics. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Nicola.
Thanks so much for giving up your time to join us today to talk about your awards experience, the journey that's been for you, and obviously share a bit about your business. I'd love to. Let's see if I can do you justice because you
Yeah.
have so much wonderful stuff going on.
Yeah.
Um, so a quick intro. So you're a mindset coach,
Yeah.
therapist, and author.
Yes.
You're founder of Soul Holistics, and you do a lot of work with women. You run free groups for mothers to help them reconnect to themselves. You run workshops with Reiki and energy healing. You're co-author of a book that's coming out on International Women's Day, which is aimed at young women to help inspire them in the area of relationships. You write books for children on the helping with children's mental health, particularly
Yeah.
around anxiety. I mean, wow, so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. And, congratulations. It was with Soul Holistics and
Yeah.
the work that you do as a coach and holistic therapist that you entered the Mpower Awards last year. I'd love to hear what was going through your mind when the awards first came onto your radar and you were thinking about entering.
Well, I'm very much somebody where I like to kind of experience new experiences because I think it's really imperative for our growth. And so I think somebody had either nominated me or mentioned it to me. But basically, when it came onto my radar, I was number one, quite shocked and extremely flattered that I would be up for such an award because I hadn't been in business for very long. I'd spent a long time prior to that doing a lot of voluntary work. So I guess, when you're not in business for a long time, you kind of have a feeling, well, I'm not really established. People don't really know me. But it was a fantastic feeling to actually be a finalist because I didn't even envision that I would be, if that makes sense. You know that you're nominated, you think, okay, well, there's hundreds of women out there that are doing so many wonderful things, so to find out that I was a finalist, it was like, oh my God, it was an honor. And I just thought whether I won anything or not, I didn't care because I just thought I'm going to go there. I'm going to enjoy the experience of being a finalist. I'm going to enjoy the fact that, this is a reflection of my work and how people have perceived my work, and just enjoy the whole thing regardless.
Brilliant, brilliant. And so you came along, you looked stunning.
Thank
Uh,
you.
we had a room full of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ladies,
Yeah.
all wearing their biggest smile. And tell us about that gala experience. How did you find the finals gala? How would you describe that evening?
Amazing. It was like you'd walk into the room and it was like, wow. Like everyone was dressed up, everyone was glowing, everyone was so happy. The overall vibe in the whole thing was really high vibrational. Everyone was in a positive place. It was just a beautiful, beautiful gala in so many different ways. When we had the talks and people coming up and talking about their businesses and their journeys, it was at many times really, really touching. Like you felt like you could really connect with a lot of the people in the room that were sharing their stories and what they'd gone through. And it was just amazing, especially at that point when you said, like, let's put our hands on our hearts and really feel. Like, we spend so much time doing all the time, we rarely ever kind of sit down and feel and be present in the moment. So I just found it spectacular, and I was just so happy to be there.
Oh, awesome. So based on your experience, what have you gained? What did you gain from taking part? If there are women out there listening and they're sort of, oh, shouldn't I take part? What's in it for a mum in business in the early stages? What's in it for them in terms of filling out that form and entering themselves, which we love, by the way. We don't
Yeah.
sit around waiting for people to nominate. We self-enter.
I think, to be honest, just to fill out the form and actually kind of really sit there and think about everything that you're writing about yourself is really empowering. It's really a beautiful feeling to be sitting there and filling out a form, talking about what you've achieved, what you've been doing. You can have a chance to sit there and really reflect on your journey as well and think like, wow, I went from here to doing this, and it would be a wonderful feeling to, put yourself out there and to share that with other people as well. Because, like I say, I went to the gala not expecting to win anything, but to be around like-minded mums and to connect with other women that had, special journeys as well and that were on the same pathway as me. And, it's a major recognition for yourself when you can actually nominate yourself and really say, actually, yeah, I've done a brilliant job. I've worked really, really hard. I'm connecting with people. I'm affecting people's lives in a really positive way. And yeah, it's not selfish or arrogant to want some kind of recognition for that. It's actually really, really empowering.
Brilliant. And that's what we're all waiting for, isn't it? At Mpower, all the women in that room want other women to enter so we can celebrate each other and recognize the steps that we're taking every day, no matter how seemingly small they seem at the time, they all add up. Brilliant. Brilliant. On a more general note, what would be your, looking back at your journey, your business journey so far, what would be your top piece of advice you would give to mums in business, perhaps just starting out or thinking about starting a business? What would be the one thing you wish you'd known at the beginning?
That's a good one. That's a good question. I think a lot for me, what held me back a lot was fear and not feeling good enough. I think if we can just push past that barrier of saying, well, why me? Or who's going to believe in me? And actually say, well, actually, I believe in me. And I feel it in my heart and my soul. And I know what I'm doing feels right for me. And I know I can help others out there. You'll fly forward. And, also it's about going at a pace that feels right for you, and going at a pace that feels right for you and also going with the confidence of it as well. And not trying to be superwoman all the time because, you can't do everything all the time. And it's just about being kind to yourself and just taking it bit by bit, but having that faith and that confidence and that self-assurance in yourself first.
Also, I got goosebumps listening to that. Yeah, it so resonates. Brilliant advice. So, ladies, if you're listening, don't let that fear hold you back. You are good enough, and we would love an opportunity to help reflect back to you how great you are. And actually, you're not the only person that I've spoken to who filled out the entry application. Said just the act of answering the questions in the application created some really amazing shifts for them, just to go, wow, actually we're so good, aren't we? I think particularly as women are like deleting or underestimating what we're achieving. It's like, oh well, everyone does that, and we kind of delete and forget. So it's a great exercise. Brilliant advice. Thank you so much. Will you be taking part again this year? Da, da, da.
I had a feeling you were going to ask me that. Why not? Why not? I've done so much, like from the last event, I've done so much more. I've offered up so much more to my community and to the women that I work with and children. Why not? Yeah, I will actually. Yeah.
Awesome. That would be brilliant. And your forthcoming, I'm going to ask you more about your book and your businesses, the forthcoming book. So that comes out March, International Women's Day, March 8th. So that could be included in your entry because March and April is our nominations window. So just in time, your book will already be out. So tell us more. So people are intrigued by the work you do, children's books, this forthcoming book, your businesses. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so basically everything that I'm doing now stemmed from all of the pain that I went through over the last 10 years with being a single mum, relationship breakdowns, having a child that, you know, was diagnosed with PTSD at the age of 3, trying to keep my family together and also trying to keep myself together at the same time. So with my children's books, they are based around children's anxiety and mental health. The books come from the perspective of the child. So the parents read the book with the child and they have an understanding as to what the process is going with the child in their mind. The first book is What About Me? It's about having a new sibling in the home based on my eldest. And the second one is Big Big World, which is based on my youngest, and just feeling really minor and small and really tiny in a massive world where so much is going on and feeling like you don't fit in. In those books, they come with affirmations, they come with suggestions for bonding play for each particular situation for both parent and child. It comes with a special kind of the story behind the story page as well to kind of give a personal touch as to why the books came about. And they're very kind of holistic. There's a few pages at the back for like drawing or writing down notes, how the child might be feeling. And really, I brought the books out to create a connection between child and parent, because so often we go about life being disconnected and not really holding space for anyone, and including ourselves. So I wanted to create the books as a way of bringing families together and creating that love and that connection, because when children feel safe and secure, they will open up, they'll feel safe to communicate, and parents can help.
Amazing. So if mine are older now, coming on 22 and 16, yikes, when did that happen? With parents of children who are interested in your books, how can they find out more about the books and order a copy, for example? Where are they available?
So they're available currently on Amazon. Okay, so if you just typed in the title name or my full name, it will come up. I also have a Facebook page, Samantha Francis Author What About Me series, because I am looking to bring out some more books tackling different scenarios. So you can purchase through there as well. And if you're local to the SE22 area, they are currently in bookshop Moon Lane Inc. at the minute as well. So yeah.
Fantastic. And so good luck with the launch of your new co-authored book. Give us the title of that, the one that's inspiring young women in the areas of relationship.
So the co-author book that I've joined up with, it's called The Woman That I'm Becoming. So what's happened here is the proceeds are all going to charity, okay? And it's actually, forgive me, I can't remember off the top of my head what the charity is called, but it's for young girls, okay? 20 of us have come together and we've all been allocated a chapter, wise words, stuff that we would have wanted to have known when we were that age. And I was allocated the wonderful chapter of relationships, which was a cathartic experience for me. But I felt an honor having that chapter as well, because it's such a major thing in our lives as relationships. You know, it's a human thing to want to connect with people and interact. And so yeah, my chapter's on relationships, and more so about the relationship with yourself first.
Brilliant. Sounds a brilliant book. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that one. Absolutely. So that's March 8th, International Women's Day.
So the Kindle version comes out on March 8th and the paperback comes out shortly after that. And then we have a charity book launch on the 23rd, which I'll be posting up on my page as well. So yeah.
Fantastic. And then your main website address for those who want to find out more about your main business.
Okay, so it's soulholistics.org.uk, and you can also find my Soul Holistics page on Facebook, Samantha Francis Soul Holistics, where that's regularly updated as well.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Awesome. I'm so glad you're going to be taking part again this year. It's fab. And if there are women out there, so the main categories are for women in the first 4 years of business, first 4 years of trading. But we had so much interest last year of businesses that didn't quite weren't within that threshold, or more established businesses, and we like to be as inclusive as possible. So we've added a category this year called Established Star. So that's for mums who are over 4 years in business. So let's get nominating other people, you know, let's get celebrating each other. Sam, thank you so much for giving up your time today and talking with us.
It's been a pleasure.
Oh, it's been brilliant. So a goodbye from myself and Sam, and catch you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.